Hello you lovely lot. So today I have a summer set for you, using what I said I would put away and not get back out. But I saw something that gave me an idea, and then the idea festered, so now I am doing. So yes, I just need to pop some gloves on. So because I have been testing a lot of new products lately, for PR, I've been jumping between products, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up. So I grew out on my nails really nice, did I not? And I have had to chop them all down, because if you can see in this one here, I am having areas of onycholosis or nail separation. And just in case the length, good lord, these gloves don't want to go on. Just in case I made it worse, I decided to do the good thing and cut them all down in length. Keep my cuticle oil on regularly and hope they behave themselves and don't, in fact, separate any shorter. I do need to get some slightly bigger gloves. These fit, but my hands are a little swollen lately. I think it's just the warm weather. So they're a little bit of a squeeze. And as it is, I hate gloves already, because other than to say they feel like they're squeezing me, I can't really explain it. They're just claustrophobic, the wrong term, but that's how it is. I also cannot wear full length leggings if they're tight on the bottoms. It drives me batty, absolutely batty. So today's video is a cute summer set. It's going to be a mix of brights and animal prints. So because I am using the pigments again, I need to go in with a layer of white. What are you doing in there? Come on, ouchie pop. There is a hair in there where there does not need to be a hair. It'll be off the marble pus. My cat has been on my desk. She's probably been nosy, so you can't see it from the angle of the camera and the extremely small section of the desk I am currently showing you. But I've decided to have like a huge clear out. So I have a lot of stuff up on Vinted at the moment that I'm getting rid of. You know, like some are big bundles, some are separates. Some stuff I'm just passing on to other techs that I think may get use out of them. And some of the stuff I am putting into bundles to do a giveaway on here. The newer stuff. So I have everything kind of like grouped on my desk, for lack of a better word. I've even got stuff sat waiting to be posted out, which I was supposed to post like 2 days ago. A lot of my really good intention buys, you know, where you see it and you're like, oh, I could do so and so, and then it comes and you never get around to it. So I'm getting rid of those. 2 of the sets that I will be putting up on here as like a mini giveaway is the full set of, well, I don't know if it's the set I bought anyway, of the Born Pretty cat eye gels. I think I either showed them in a previous video or I started to film it and then didn't finish. Put those into cure, but I think they're like 90 cat eyes. They're really, really cute, but I haven't got around to using them. And then in the £2 bottle drop with Nail and Beauty Excellence, I bought mock eyes. So I'm going to remove the Bon Pretty ones. Is that right, little man? And then I have this set, which I bought last year, of fine liners. These are Beetles. Intentions of doing summer sets with them, because they're all neons. And oops, I'm not even in the camera. There we go. They're all neons, but they have actually just sat in that drawer and never even been introduced to a nail. So I'm going to find a nice new home for those as well. Obviously, with them being polishes, I'm only going to be able to give these away in the UK. Okay, so now we have our white base. I'm going to go over with the matte top coat, but I'm only going to half cure that and then rub my pigments in. And because I forgot to say it before I did my other one, if you want to keep your mattes matte, wipe the sticky layer off of your gel, because sometimes it mixes into the matte top coat, and that gives you those little unwanted streaks you sometimes get, or that look like your matte top coat hasn't quite cured. Usually that is not what it is. It is just that your inhibition layer has decided to throw a party with your matte top coat. So let's pop this on here. Is anybody else waiting for the new season of Wednesday? I have just started rewatching the first season, because I have been looking forward to the second season since the first one finished. And you know, I never realised, so as soon as the episodes aired, I was watching them. I absolutely love the Addams Family on Wednesday. And I honestly never realised that the original Wednesday was the plant teacher. It was actually pointed out to me by my daughter, who is not even as big of a fan as the Addams Family. How I completely blanked that one, I will never know. I don't know this because I was so focused on the other characters. I'm definitely curious about what this season will look like. So let's pop those in. So this is a minute curing time, but I'm just going to do 30 seconds. Okay, so for this, I'm just using one of my little stippling brushes. I got these from, what do you call it? Savers. And I'm just going to randomly rub in some coloured patches. So because I've gone on to the matte top coat, it's not as bright as it would be if I had gone into the tacky. So I just kind of randomly rubbing these in. Guess who's woken up a little cranky? Is that right? Okay, Crabby Apple, I'll be a minute. Yes, I will. Okie dokie, where was I? We'd just done pink. Okay, a lint-free wipe is a good idea, by the way, instead of just blotting it and dumping it like I have been. Let's just give these a swift little, and get all the little crumbs off there. Then I can just see where I need to maybe darken a few more patches. So this top coat could have maybe gone for, this matte one could have maybe gone for a little less. But it's on there now. So I am just going straight out of the pot, but if you don't have the shade blue you want, like this one is a little darker in contrast, you know, to the other shades. Some of these sets, mine being one of them, sometimes come with a white powder. So you have the option of mixing a little bit of one up into the lighter shade that you're looking for. So that is always an option, you know, if you're wanting slightly different to what you've got. But I am just going straight for it out of the pots today. Now these things last for an absolute age. Case in point, I got these when I was first learning. So I actually finished my course 2020, so 2018, 2019 I bought these, and I think you can only see the lids at the moment. I'll show you the pots in a second, but the pots are basically full, so a tiny bit, as you can see, goes a really long way. So you don't have to use as many colours as I have, and you can be as random as you want. That doesn't fall off. The only problem is once you've, oh shoot back, I hate pigments. Honestly, well, I don't hate pigments, obviously I'm using them all the time. I just wish they wouldn't do that. But case in point, in my 5 years, look at that. That is full. And don't throw your brush down in a paddy, because you will end up with green pigment and your blue pigment. So I kind of wish I hadn't put my blues near my yellows. They're a little too blended in. And once you've put the pigment down on this matte top coat, it doesn't really let you mix anything over it. So let's just cover those up and get them out of the line of fire. We'll have a last dust, and then I'm going to pop another layer of matte top coat on these, because then I'm going to draw my design. And there we are, matte top coated. And while that was doing, I was just laying out some colours on my palette. So next time I will definitely keep the green away from the yellow. But you live and you learn. So I am going to grab a pen. I'm going to grab a brush. Let's just give that a little wipe, because it is a little on the misbehaving side today. I'm wondering if I left a little bit of gel in that. I just like to rub that into my cleanse solution. And I am also going to grab my little helpers, which are here. So I need a little wipe so I can just keep that doing. And shall we zoom you in a bit? There we go. So just want some little random dots. And just get that a little wipe. They don't all have to be the same size. You can have a few little dippy ones. And then just cleaning off my brush in between. I'm just going to pop all these on this stand and then I will cure them all together. The only reason I haven't got a yellow as well is because I just didn't have a yellow that I liked enough, or that really kind of matched the brightness. Maybe I could pop it. If I'd have got a bigger dotting tool, I could have probably done this quicker. Actually, hush my little mister. So I am currently using gel paints because this is what I had the colours in. But this will work with gel polish. In fact, sometimes I think designs like this are actually slightly easier with the gel polish because it moves a little more. Little man, shush. Somebody is a Sour Patch today, ladies and gentlemen. A Sour Patch. I know, we will go for a walk when I've done this. Yes, that doesn't mean now, little man. Have you ever had a pet that I swear, honest to God, gives you conversation? Yes, not now, and still manages to argue back and think he is the boss. See? Boss. You're not the boss. Shh. Swear. I'm not nuts, but he's telling me no. Right, so you want to pop those into cure before you go to your next stage. Don't worry that it just looks like random dots. Okay, so we have these cured. Kind of looks quite cute as it is, actually. So you can either next take a brush or take your dotting tool. I am going to possibly dotting tool it. We will see how we do. And then we're just gonna outline these like it is a multiple, not quite that one. That one's a very messy. Very, very messy. This is also why we cure in between. So that end is a little too, oh lordy. Good reason to wear gloves. So we're just gonna go around the outside of this like it is animal print. I think it may be quicker for me with a brush. And we'll just have a few random. Do you see how, I mean, the gel polish will probably move better for this part. Do you know what the little rascal did the other day? I don't remember. I think he'd been told off for bullying his sister, which is Marvel plus my cat, by the way. He was being a bit of a dick. So he got told off. And then we'd popped out. Don't remember where we'd gone. We weren't long. Don't remember where we'd gone. I came back and I shouldn't have left my trainers in the living room. I will admit fault for that one. I was thinking, why is my trainer in the other room? So I go to pick up my trainer, naturally. Move my trainer. I'm thinking, what in the hell is that? My trainer's wet. The floor is dry. That little twat, excuse my language, had actually managed to, and he's a dash hound, you've seen him, actually managed to pee inside my trainer. And you can bet your butt he didn't come and say hello at the door because he knew damn well what I'd done. And then he slurped in at the living room, kind of looked at me, and then jumped on my lap and gave me loads of kisses as an apology. And I'm like, wow, really, my friend? My little snuggle buddy. And that is what you choose to do because you were told off. I mean, honestly. They're the best of friends, normally, even though they're a cat and dog. But every now and again, they will both wake up and decide today is the day that we're choosing violence. And they will annoy each other and chase each other and be rude to each other. I mean, God love her. Nobody asked for your input, mister. God love her. She walked in the other day, walked right up to him and bit his butt, so. I mean, honestly. Okay, so I've finished outlining those. And now in that same black, I am just going to pop some onto my brush. Now this definitely isn't my finest fine liner. But I also don't really need it to be. And we in camera there. And we are having some animal print lines going up this nail. I might just need to put a bit more gel polish onto my palette though. I do. There we go. I'm just giving these a waggle because I do not need them to be straight. It's funny you spend so long trying to perfect your straight lines, so then when you actually need to have some waggly ones, you kind of struggle. This is where gel polish definitely comes in more handy than gel paint with its easiness to move. Just want to repeat that over the whole nail in any pattern that you so do desire. Tiger stripes, zebra stripes, whichever catches your eye. I am kind of random lining it. And just filling in those gaps. and these have been into cure, and that is your finished product. I will show you what they look like on. Okay, and there we have it. These look really cute on, don't they? I think I may well paint the other 5 of these, you know, so I have them for both hands. Because I won't be having my pretty nails for Wales. We go camping in a fortnight. So I quite like these. I may well paint the other side and do myself a set. So for ways to jazz up these little puppies, before the matte top coat and the top design, you could shine your top coat, your pigment powders, and then you could go in with one of the see-through chromes, you know, to give it that pearlescent look, and then matte, and then go in with your design, and then shiny top coat at the end. You could do a layer of sparkly top coat. You also can shiny top coat. I just like the difference between the matte background and the shiny decoration, and plus with me using gel paint I didn't actually have to. But there are lots of ways you could extra jazz these up. And look, this is the giant piles on my desk, all waiting to be sorted out. So I hope you've watched to the end. Thank you very, very much. I really hope you like this design. If you do, leave me some rainbow hearts in the comments. And I really hope you give it a try. If you do, I would love to see how they look. So please tag me on Instagram. Or if you are a subscriber, I think you can add pictures to the comment section. I think it said something like that on YouTube anyway, but I would definitely love to see them. And I really hope you like them. And Chippy, who is feeling still like a grump, also says goodbye. But please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.